I don't think it does all the time, especially because there's so many things that can happen with any sort of mental illness, which makes it then a problem when you're trying to explain it to someone because they think, oh, like in 13 Reasons Why, and it's not always like that.
Sometimes they romanticize suicide and depression in media, and it's kind of like a weird balancing act because there's some mental illnesses that are like seen as trendy or attractive, like anxiety or depression.
And like especially with Twitter and stuff like that, everybody's like talking about it, everybody's retweeting about it. It's not a trend. It's an actual issue that people live with every single day. The media doesn't portray like people like myself. I'm a Black lesbian woman, and I've dealt with depression for a very long time. I've had suicidal thoughts. I've attempted it. So for me to not have that representation, it's kind of hard for me to relate to it.
Well, I think that the media, it doesn't portray it correctly, but I also think that they're on the way up. It's not good now, but it's getting better, I think.
My family understands why I wanted to end my life. 3, 2, 1.
The first time I attempted was in middle school, and that was kind of understandable for my mom and my sister, because at that time we were going through a really nasty divorce. So when that happened in middle school, they kind of understood that that's what led to it. And then 2 years ago, I was drugged and assaulted, and that morning after I'd been found, it was such a traumatic experience that my mom walked out and I was just leaning over the balcony. And I remember breaking down crying because of the fact that I thought I was gonna throw myself off.
Please come here.
So I think I was fortunate enough to have a family that was very understanding of everything I was going through.
I feel like my family didn't really understand. A lot of people still don't know like what's happened in my past. I was assaulted and attempted, and I was roommates with my best friend. She didn't even know. No one knew. So I was handling it all internally, and now that they kind of know more or less, like I just wish they would have talked to me. They would have asked questions, because I was in college just all alone, dealing with it by myself, and no one knew.
In my family, my parents are both immigrants. My mom was a refugee, so everyone in my family struggled with severe mental health and PTSD, and we just never spoke about it. I think the focus was make sure you assimilate, make sure you get a good job, make sure you're surviving, make sure people see you as an American.
My family had a really hard time even understanding that I was struggling with mental health, because they thought I was doing so well in school, and I have all these friends, I'm hanging out with them all the time. How could you have depression?
I mean, I just don't talk about it with my family. I mean, when I told my sisters that I was coming on here, they're like, oh, what's it about? I was like, oh, it's called Suicide Survivors. And they're like, wait, did you? I was like,
I didn't actually want to die. 3, 2, 1, go.
Every time I go through a depressive stage, I just want someone to hold me back. And that's why I don't think I actually want to die. It's more like I want to live, but it's really hard to do that.
every moment that passed by, I was like more and more ready to like meet my maker. I saw it as like the easiest way out. Go somewhere where no one can find me, and then I'll be all right. I don't know how I was found, you know, like somehow, some way my friend like had a gut feeling, and then all of a sudden like cops were like knocking on my window in my car.
I went above and beyond when I was trying to attempt. Me and my sister, she was begging me to go to the doctor to tell someone, and I was very insistent, like I don't want to. So in those moments, yeah, definitely I did want to die, but it was only because I didn't know any other solution.
I definitely wanted to end it all at the moment that I was at. I was ready to end it, and I made sure that I was in a place where nobody could find me. Thinking back to when I was sitting in that creek and
everything that was going on, I'm really happy that I got up and walked away. I had kind of an epiphany when I was down there and going in and out of consciousness that my life is valuable.
Suicide is selfish. 3, 2, 1.
I think it is pretty selfish. It's a decision that you're making on your own. You're also not putting much consideration into your family members, your friends. And I think the effects of you killing yourself and leaving your friends and family behind could potentially lead to maybe one of them doing it. My mother, she was going through a divorce right around the time when I tried to kill myself. And she told me that she thought about it too, and that she wanted to, but she knew, like, when she saw me go through it, that she couldn't. Killing yourself could be selfish because of the other people that would be affected.
See, I get where you're coming from, but I also, for me, the first time I attempted, in my mind, that was gonna be the option that would make things easier for my family. And even the second time, for me, it was what was gonna make things easier, because in my mind, my family didn't want somebody that had just been drugged and assaulted. Like, that's a huge burden to be carrying. And so I didn't want to place that burden that I was going to have to go through and the financial burden of that on my family.
But I mean, look at all of us. I mean, we all thought that was our option. We thought that that was the way to go. And afterwards, we saw the benefits of actually surviving and not having to be dead.
And that's why I moved, is because I agree with everything that you said. And then I also agree with you about the family situation and about how thinking about your family and thinking about the people that love you. I recently just got reconnected with my biological father. If I would have ended my life at 16, that would have never happened. He would have found me and he would have got the horrible news like, oh yeah, your daughter committed suicide at 16. So that aspect of it does make me feel like, yes, that is selfish, because there are still people who I don't even know who love me.
I agree with you saying that suicide can be selfish because it's such a huge trauma to a lot of people, but for people going through that actual moment, what I felt most frustrated about was, okay, people don't want me to die. People want me to live, but I don't know how I'm going to live, because at that time, I didn't know if I could even start medical transition. And I know trans people in Korea are not even employed, so how am I even gonna get a job? I need some kind of support to continue living, but that was so hard to find.
I am a happy person. 3, 2, 1, go.
I think I once was like very unhappy and very dark on the inside, and I always portrayed being that friendly, outgoing person. Now I'm genuinely happy on the inside because I've worked so hard, equally as hard as I do on my physical fitness with my mental health.
And being happy to me is feeling at one with yourself, which is sometimes just being alone, which is okay. And I feel like people make that like, oh, you're alone all the time, you're excluding yourself. No, it's not that. I'm taking that space for myself to get to be happy.
For me, I feel like happiness is a lot of pressure. Like, I don't want to measure myself on one emotion. I feel like there's the spectrum of different things you can feel. You can feel upset, you can feel happy, you can feel depressed. And for me, it's just, I don't need to be in a constant state of it. So I think when we talk about happiness, it gets confusing because I think generally we're just saying, are you okay? And to me, that's different.
It really saddens me that I am standing here because I know it will disappoint a lot of people around me because they all want happiness for me. And sometimes I feel like I need to be happy because I need to fulfill those people's wishes. But it's not actually that. It's supposed to be for my own sake. And like it's also like every day I struggle with a lot of things, like being trans, being a non-US citizen who is trying to immigrate here, having family issues. So
And it's okay to not be okay. Like,
Yeah,
don't feel like you have to be
and-
forced to be happy. It's okay.
And that's the thing, like if you would ask me a month ago, I would have been standing over there with you. It's such
Yeah.
a wave, but like the past week, it's been a good week for me. But I mean, a month ago, I would have been right over there.
It gets better. 3, 2, 1.
I think in terms of the statement, it gets better, there's kind of a little tagline that comes after it that's, but it does take time. You don't heal right away. Sometimes you're gonna be in that dark place and you have to write it out and you just have to find that willpower inside yourself. And it's very hard sometimes.
I feel like something that I was told a lot growing up was that it doesn't get better and that life gets worse and all those things. Like, it totally gets better. Everyone was wrong. Take those risks, like have faith in your own abilities, like push yourself as far as you can go. That's what I've been doing for the last 3 years, and it gets better.
I feel like for me, I'm in a position of privilege because it did get better for me. I had access to resources. I had health insurance so I could see a therapist. I have a job, so I have financial stability. I don't think that everyone gets that. I don't think that everyone is dealt the same hand.
I'm on the side of agreement here. I think that time heals all. Earlier I said I wasn't happy, but compared to where I was when I tried to kill myself, tremendously improved. I'm not in that deep, dark state of mind, and I do want to live. I still struggle with it, but I don't want to die.
And I think that's all that matters. Our society is so adamant about, making it a point that, well, you have to get better quickly.
Instant gratification.
Instant gratification, right. You have to get better quickly, or you have to act like you're at least better quickly, and you don't. It's okay to act like you're not okay for that time being. But as long as you get out of it and get there and take your time and do what you need, that's all that matters.
Can I get a hug? I feel like so much more.
it gets better, everyone.
It does.
Big group hug.
Yes.